it over to MLA Pete Guthrie.
Thank you. And Minister, through the chair, one of the key roles, I'll just jump back to your, for a minute, to some of the conversation that was going on earlier. One of the key roles of the CEC is to defend the oil and gas sector. They have over 51,000 followers on Facebook. They have around 25,000 direct emails. They are doing podcasts. They're doing research pieces. And I think, as you know, some of the research that's going on there by Mark Milkey and his team is just excellent work. They're doing commentary from guest speakers. They promote the sector's superior ESG record. They have a following from over 190 different countries with a reach of around 1.5 million people per month just on Facebook alone. So, like, I find it interesting that the opposition claims that we should defend the oil and gas industry, yet they oppose the CEC. And then they claim that the CEC doesn't work, but next they highlight that the CEC have the ability to take obscure movies created to present misinformation about the energy sector and boost these obscure movies to the top of the charts. I think that's pretty awesome if they have that kind of ability. So the NDP's opposition to the CEC, as well as media and activists, tells me it's working, and working pretty well, I might add. So, you know, the more support that we can find and identify, the more politicians will understand the oil and gas industry and its strong support by Canadians, which ultimately I think is another goal of the CEC. So would you agree with that, Minister?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think their role is going to be pivotal as we move forward with ESG initiatives. We are creating an ESG secretariat within Executive Council, and that's a very separate and distinct and different function from the Canadian Energy Centre. The ESG secretariat will be coordinating within the government, within the various ministries and departments, a whole of government approach to ESG. We're going to need to get that message out. We're going to have to get the key message out, and that will be a key task that's going to be given to the Canadian Energy Centre to promote some very large advertising campaigns to get that message out. And as you noted, they've got a large following there. And the interesting thing, as I've stated earlier, and of course I was cut off very significantly by the member from Mountain View, and I'll point out they're cut off there because they don't like their record on this. They didn't counter a negative narrative. They didn't say anything to counter and to correct the record of the opponents of our oil and gas sector. They didn't do anything, and what they did is they ceded ground.